Williams Grove in the 358 Modifieds. Whoa.
All clear. Push now.
Turn car. Oh, yeah. So, first race of the week. The new week just turned over a couple hours ago. I was going to do ARCA first, but I decided I need way more practice at the Milwaukee Mile. Holy crap, did I suck. As for this race here, I got thrown in a practice session with literally no one, so I can't really tell you how fast I was. And this is already much more slick than that practice session was, probably because I was the only one running around in it.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 74 Fahrenheit.
So I don't know what to expect here.
Your quickest overall.
Yeah, it's a lot more slick, so I'm going to have to adjust how I'm driving.
The guy behind has just done a 22.2.
I was never coming up this high.
The guy behind has just done a 22.1. P2, that last lap was a 22.2. The leader has just done a 23.3.
Go straight, you car.
That's your fastest lap today. You've just done a 21.9. The leader's just done a 22.2.
Be nice to get a good qualifying lap and get ahead of some people. I don't have much to say.
That lap was a 22.1.
I just purchased 6 tracks in one go. I should probably get off the track here.
That's the end of the session. P2.
Everything this week that I want to run was something I didn't own practically. How do you run a 32.0? I'm sure they didn't do a serious lap, but so I bought the Milwaukee Mile. I bought this track, Williams Grove, but Pocono and Indianapolis. The trucks and the Xfinities are running at those 2 tracks. I can't remember which one is running at which. Bought that Gateway track that Gavin's gonna run his 1,000 subscribers sub-special at. I want to try to make that on Friday. So that's 5 tracks, and then I was like, I might as well buy one more to get the 6-piece discount. Jeez.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
I can't remember. I want to say it was New Hampshire or something. Something that Xfinity was going to be running later on that I didn't have, just because I'll need it eventually. Let's see if we can put in a lap here. Second quickest in the practice here, but not everyone goes out for those. That wasn't good. I don't... This track is... I don't know. I don't like dirt tracks that have super long straightaways. It's just not my thing.
Russell, 22.0. The leader has just done
It's got the
22.2.
slick. Fudged that up right there.
22.0. The guy behind has just done a 22.2.
Yeah, I choked these laps away, but that's okay. 358 mods were like my thing. I loved them last season, and I'm kind of just running them to have more races to put out.
You're now 0.3 off the leader's pace. Your lap time was 22.2.
And I don't know, I'd rather run the big blocks, but those tend to be like a mess. What do we got here? We got the number 1 car 1600 down to a 1200. I'm dead middle of this pack. And right now I'm in 4th. We will skip ahead. It may be only a minute, but might as well. I'll see you at grid up.
That's the end of the session. P4.
All right, back with you. It did end up cutting about 2 minutes off the time. Surprisingly, no one decided to do some activity right as the timer counted down. That seems to happen a lot. Starting on the outside. I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of this race. I didn't put a whole lot of practice in it, even though I just bought the track. I'll tell you what, that Milwaukee Mile in the ARCA car, I think I need some more practice. And maybe wait for some of my favorite YouTubers to come out with their videos and watch how they do it. Setting a pole lap, like a fast lap, not happening, but I also think setting like the race pace, I don't know. We will see when I get around to doing that one, or any of them. As for this race, let's just hope it's not a wreck fest. Dirt tends to be that way for me. My street stock video that came out earlier today was pretty bad. Street stock race that I was in. Oh, I remember my 358 mod last week. Yeah, it was at Bristol where I ended up being in a higher split than normal, higher strength of field, and I just drove around in the back. I think I got 1 or 2 spots due to like one incident. Other than that, everyone kept it clean and I didn't get free spots. And then, of course, the limited late model in my second ever race, I won due to some expert dodging, aka I was going low but not on purpose, but ended up being lucky because a wreck happened above, dived into the lead, and then led every lap. It's an interesting race where you can start 5th. I think I started 5th.
The air temp is
and lead every lap.
Fahrenheit. The track temp is 74 Fahrenheit.
And make no contact with any car.
Follow car number 12 in the outside lane.
God, I didn't try to swerve at him. The car just went that way. I don't know what this race is going to be, but I'm going to try my best. I'm sure not try to be too down on myself if things don't go well. We're in a low split dirt race. They tend to not go well. That big hole in the wall there. I never really came close to it in practice, but I can imagine somebody somewhere getting hit, getting a tire into there and just destroying themselves. I'd say destroy the car, but the car would probably just bounce right back and be drivable with this damage model. Seems like you can get away with too much in these cars. Gotta go around one more time yet. This is fun. The slick, and it makes sense. The slick is always right where I kind of want to drive, but I guess it's why. It's where people are driving, or it's simulating that anyway. It's like I have a hard time getting under it, and I don't like going over it. But you can't just run through it if you want to be fast. What do we got?
Okay, mate, get ready.
Well,
Let's go.
Well, into the wall. Alright, that was a crappy start. I was paying way too much attention to the outside front row guy seemingly going to jump the start, and I didn't want to be like, I don't know, whatever.
P5.
Wow, about got into the 5 there. He just stopped in the corner.
Okay, Justin, the next car is Russell. Got a car outside, clear outside.
Got a 2X there, and that guy went around. I feel like that was a chain reaction. I feel bad, but I was checking up and trying not to crash.
Has just done a 21.9.
I'll watch that on the incidents.
22.3.
And these guys are just driving away from me because I can't figure this out.
P5.
I guess partly driving away from me too due to how much I had to check up from their stuff.
The guy ahead has just done a 22.2. That's your quickest lap in this session.
First place is running away with this race. Let's see if I can get a turn where I don't just kick it sideways too much. That's why practice can be kind of deceiving in these cars. Like, I spent a lot of, I mean, most of my driving around time on a way different track, and then I get into this. Nice wall hit. Oh, and I'm looking up at the, if that gave me an X or not, instead of just getting back in line, and I almost hit that hole I was talking about. This is not good.
That lap was at 22.7. The gap to Russell ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9.
Still got a lot of laps left. Time to just settle it in and stop being so bad. Is there anything way low? I don't know how you're supposed to get your tires down that low. That was not good.
It's now 1.1 seconds.
I don't think trying to go down there is the key.
Your last lap time was at 22.5.
Those three are racing in pretty close together. I can't imagine it being clean the entire time, so that's something I gotta keep an eye on. I mean, it'd be cool if it was. I'd be impressed. I just gotta make sure I'm ready to react if something happens. Unless they're so far away from me by the time it happens that it don't matter. I think I need to start getting in the habit of setting up a test session for these. And setting up to be just slick for every dirt car. I feel like practicing around other cars is valuable, but I need to be able to like get better at these slick tracks before I just go out and race them. I think the key is to stop hammering the throttle so hard.
The gap to Russell ahead is now 0.7.
Well, these guys aren't walking away from me anymore, but I don't really have any dreams of passing them. What are we at? 14, so we're about halfway, a little less than halfway through this race, so.
The gap to Lawrence behind is now 3.3 seconds. That lap time was 22.4.
Ooh, that little wall jut, hole, gap, whatever you want to call it. Oh, yeah, these guys have either gotten slower or I've gotten better, or a combination of the two, but
Fuel's good. That lap time was 22.6.
now I don't know how to get around them. I was not proud of how I threw that in there. I basically bailed on it. I don't know how I came out better almost in the 10 after the way I did that. He must have had a really bad corner. Where'd the 10 go?
E4.
I don't know where the 10 went. Okay. Whatever. I'll have to rewatch that.
The gap to Russell in front is now 0.5.
Sorry, 3 didn't see there.
I'm losing him again. Is that a lap car? Probably. But it was enough to screw up my entry, or make, you know. Look at him just driving back away from me. All that effort. Well, I guess I got a position, although I don't know how. I'm not gonna lie. Literally do not know where the guy went. I guess, I'm like, this seems like a really long race for these cars. And I guess it's always 30 laps no matter what. So it's going to be, time-wise, it's going to vary quite a bit if the track's longer or shorter. Or like ARCA seems to adjust the lap count based on that. So like Bristol will be 60 laps, but Atlanta will be 35, you know? So you get similar-ish lap or race times. So I'm like, how can we still have 8 laps to go in this race? Whoa. Is everyone going low? Is that the way to go right now? Slid all the way back up. Yeah, I lost a lot of time on these guys. 7's going low, but he's doing it better than me. That's not how you do a turn. Of course, he's trying to make a pass. That doesn't mean it's the fast way around. I don't know what is the fast way around, not gonna lie. Lap car now. Probably be the end of my race. Trying to get around him. If I even catch him.
The gap to Russell ahead is now 1.1 seconds. Car down low. Clear inside. The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Had to check up a little bit for the 4, but I don't think I have anything for anybody up here anyway, so I'm not too salty about it. And he definitely, I could tell he let off once he saw what was happening, so I do appreciate that.
There's a chance of a podium here. Push, push, push.
Only if... Well... 7 lost a lot of time there. I also got a little bit of time lost, but not as much as he
That
did.
was 22.7.
Ugh, I took that corner very badly. What do we got? Yeah, we don't have that many laps left. Finally. Well, throwing it away. Throwing away my chances. Trying way too hard to go fast around there.
2 to go. You've just done a 22.9.
Yep. Had a chance, but it was mostly due to one screw up by him once he got it back under control.
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 0.7.
Good race, 12, good one. Good run there, 7.
Yeah, that was fun.
think it was the 10 that got into the back stretch wall where it like bumped out for the track entry, and I got into the back. There was like 3 or 4 of you that collided with me, so I apologize. I just had nowhere to go.
Yeah. My reaction got me a little squirrely here. And that, so sorry to the 3. Not how I wanted to do that. I was curious to see how that would go down. I'm not sure what that is. I think the 8 should have did everyone a favor and just got off the track. Thanks for turning up in front of me. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.